name's Gemma Webb and I'm the account director for British Columbia. So I'm delighted to be talking about all the amazing things that the province has to offer. So great destination for first timers, really easy to get into British Columbia. Most people will probably fly direct from London. So we have the British Airways flight that flies in from Heathrow and Gatwick, and there's also the Air Canada flight as well, the daily service from Heathrow. Recommend flying obviously into Vancouver. You can do your itinerary within the province, but you can also obviously travel over to Alberta and fly out of Calgary if you're flying with Air Canada. There's also connecting flights as well via other parts of Canada. So really easy to get to. Now, I think if you've never been to Canada before or British Columbia, I think you're surprised when you arrive how big it is. So you really do kind of need enough time to explore. Some people kind of want to do everything and you just don't have enough time. So, I mean, you can spend 2 weeks exploring British Columbia. Most people tend to hire a car when they're traveling around. It just gives you the flexibility to kind of go off the beaten track and do your own thing. RVing is a really popular option as well, and then obviously you've got the train as well. Bucket list is obviously the Rocky Mountaineer, but you've got Via Rail that connects to other parts of Canada. And then when you're in destination, easy to get around in terms of public transportation, walking, cycling as well. And of course, British Columbia has the amazing float planes as well that take you around the province. What a great way to see kind of the destination. And just quickly on sort of seasons, because I'm asked all the time when to travel. BC is very much a 4-season destination. The most popular time tends to be between May to October. The weather's really good, great for the wildlife, but it's also a good option to come in sort of springtime when the bears are coming out of hibernation. Even September, October is great for the salmon run. And then of course winter's a completely different type of holiday. You've got the skiing options, the winter fun activities. So BC is very much a year-round destination. Good question. So the Rainforest to Rockies is always that iconic route. So this takes a customer from Vancouver all the way over to the Canadian Rockies. It really focuses kind of on the diverse landscapes, encouraging customers to go off the beaten track. Like I said, car hire is a great way to kind of just explore and take your time. And only in BC can you go from the Pacific Ocean over to the Rockies. There's different ways to kind of go on that itinerary. So you can take the Highway 1, which will take you from Vancouver via Whistler all the way over to Golden. But you also have Highway 5 that goes from Vancouver up to Mount Robson as well, and then into Alberta, or go Highway 3, which takes you kind of along the south part of BC. So there's multiple ways to kind of do that route. And some of the things that you're going to experience on that kind of iconic route will be the vibrant city of Vancouver, the coastal mountains, and like I mentioned, the landscape completely changes. So as you head into the Thompson Okanagan region, it's got like a desert there as well, but this area is known for kind of the lakes, the food, the wine, before you then head over to kind of the Kootenay Rockies area. So great for those adventurous types of people, the mountain towns, but soft adventure as well. So this itinerary or this route is really good for those people that have not been before, that want to tick off kind of some of those key regions and cities. Perfect for couples, families, groups, and accessible for everybody. So starting off in Vancouver, you could spend a good couple of nights in Vancouver. Some of the key attractions there, I would say, is walk or hike or cycle around Stanley Park. Granville Island is a top attraction. It's the second most visited attraction outside of Niagara Falls. And here you can spend a day going out on boat trips. You've got the food market, entertainment, art galleries. But another top tip is the food tours in Vancouver. Incredible food. So then as you leave Vancouver, definitely Whistler is a bucket list if you've not been to BC before. Here is a pedestrianised village, amazing in the summer. People think of it in winter, and obviously it's an incredible destination in the winter, but here you've got 200 shops and restaurants, and you've got the peak-to-peak gondola. Heading over to the Thompson Okanagan region, over 200 wineries to enjoy. Obviously not all of them, but you've got some great wineries that you can enjoy. The Kettle Valley Trail also runs throughout BC, so there's over 400 miles of perfect trails to cycle and walk as well. Also in the region, you've got the hot springs, horse riding, golf, lots of activities. And then as you head over to the Canadian Rockies, some of those mountain towns, like I mentioned, so head to Revelstoke, you've got a pipe coaster, which will take you through kind of the mountains, Golden Sky Bridge, hiking, kayaking on the lakes, but also kind of those national parks as well, including Yoho National Park. So lots of different activities you can do on that route.